My wife and I travel a lot, and we went to Seattle, which is a big hub for gaming in general, but Wizards of the Coast and all that other stuff. There is a board game cafe there called the Mox Boarding House, I think, and we loved it so much. We're like, man, we need one of these in the Panhandle, and that was a few years ago. Then stuff happened, and we're like, okay, let's see if we can do it,
I joined All Things Canyon. Then I posted there, I'm like, hey, do we have a D&D group? And people said no. And so I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to start a link so people can just find each other.
We do trivia every other week or more sometimes. That's pretty fun. We have a lot of fun doing that. We do some painting sessions. We have an artist on staff who kind of teaches people how to paint. And she's really great at it. We've had some in-house D&D campaign sessions that are events that are pretty fun.
The D&D Guild of Canyon, that is a Facebook group I created with my husband in order to find other D&D players in the area, because I noticed we didn't have a group online for that, and it is very hard to ask around and see, do you like D&D? Do you like D&D? Do you play any tabletop games? Because it's a little bit of a hard conversation starter while you're at work.
There are people who travel to Amarillo to events and all kinds of places, but it's kind of fledgling here. And I think it's going to grow into something really, really good.
We have a lot of people come in and they've never heard of a game cafe, or they don't know what we do, and they pop in, just take a look around, and then they'll order food sometimes, and we can get them to find a game they like to play, and they quite enjoy themselves usually. It's really cool to see.
We're providing a space, we're providing an escalation league, and providing little mini events, kill team, escalation leagues, game days, learn to play days, stuff like that. And setting it up with really nice stuff and good terrain so that they can, it's like a hook. If they see the really good stuff, they'll come play. If it looks shabby, why would you go into some place? So.
Yeah, the theme drinks, we have some set aside based off the Dungeons and Dragons classes. We had a poster we kind of based them all off of to make them match what they looked like. A lot of fun. Those have been kind of popular too.
How is it like the in-house D&D? How is that to organize? Is it pretty crazy?
It's hard to organize, but it is a lot of fun. And I did it specifically to try to make it an environment people that don't know how to play at all can come. And it's just like 4 or 5 people that have never played, and we're going to learn together. And just real easy, low stakes. Most of it was I wanted to provide a consistent D&D table people can play at, because the hardest part playing D&D, if anyone's played, they know, is finding a group and making the session actually meet.
I'd say building a community about anything can be a real challenge, especially when it comes to hobbies that naturally attract socially awkward individuals and introverts, which I am both of those.
That was the big point, we really want to give people a space to be able to come and know they're gonna have a fun time and have room to play a game. A lot of people we knew before we started this loved board games, but one, they didn't have people to play with, so they just had a collection sitting in their closet, or two, they have people to play with but no room to play. We were kind of dialing in on that crowd to try to give them plenty of tables. They can always come and just bring their friends, and they can have food and drink and play. We have a D&D table. We'll hopefully have more soon.
Finding the people and making sure that they know about it is the hard part. And then giving them a positive experience at that point is, you can't just drag your feet. You got to really deliver a good product.
We still get a lot of people like, oh, we haven't heard of y'all, I mean, I'm sure that's true for every business. But the fact that we're trying to be open for anyone to come and just eat and enjoy, even if they're not here to play games or anything, there's still that option. And letting people know about that is kind of a challenge. Because, I mean, we are focused on providing a good atmosphere to play a new game, try out a new game, play a game you played forever, that kind of thing. So getting people to know, hey, we're also just, come have a sandwich or something if you want.
Nobody knows you're here at first. And I was telling a gentleman a little while ago, unless you're paying attention to this stuff, it doesn't exist. So we're having to buy ads. We have a lot of money sunk into product, and really amping up the customer service when a person comes in.
I would say our situation's a little weird with WT boosting up the town's population by 10,000 people every time they're in session. But what we did notice was, one person would come in and they're like, oh, I'm going to bring a bunch of my friends. They would come back later, like a week or two later, and they would bring a bunch of new people. And it seems like it's just people are finding their groups and bringing them here, and it kind of grows from that. And we've had some groups combine and mingle. Like, it's been really interesting.
The loyalty is off the charts. It's not cheap to get into games. And I'm not talking about just from a monetary aspect. When you've put in the effort to buy all the paints, the paint brushes, learn how to do something, apply it to the model, it looks really good, and you've got a whole range of these things, you're proud of it. And so if you line up against some good opponents, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I mean, Canyon itself is a small community, but we try to service the whole Panhandle, especially on the weekends, because we know a lot of people come to the Amarillo area from, all around. But it's been good. We have tons of regulars now, and we kind of know each other by name. It's crazy.
People want to come back and experience the same thing. And so unless there's like a major life change event, like people move in or having kids or something like that, where their money has to be dedicated elsewhere, they don't switch gears at all. There's a core group when I started playing, and many of them are still playing today.
I have like 300 members now, and it felt like it happened overnight almost, because I don't know what happened, honestly. I posted the link. I'm like, hey, anyone who wants to play D&D or other tabletop games, you are invited. Here's a great place so we can all collect and find community and find people to play games with, because it can be hard.
If you play a tabletop game with anyone, you are communing, you are getting to know each other, you're having fun. It gets you away from this online stuff that's been happening a lot recently, which is fun, but it kind of takes us back to that personal face-on-face, interaction, which you can't really get from video games or much else, really.
Be sure to like and subscribe for more Unmodified content. And to keep up with all things Panhandle PBS, go to panhandlepbs.org and become a member today.
Funding for Unmodified is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, Amarillo College, the Josephine Anderson Charitable Trust, and viewers like you. Thank you.